Welcome to the Instagram stories for Wednesday, February 2nd. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. It's a bit of a slow news day on the Instagram front. It's been a while, though, since we talked about the Metaverse, and I came across something pretty interesting. Facebook, Meta, has a video series called Let Me Explain, where they break down complicated topics in a way that's easier to understand. In episode number 5 of Let Me Explain, they get into the Metaverse. This explanation is very good for all the things you can do. I wish you could see it visually. It'll be in the show notes, but here's the audio so that you can understand a little bit more about what the Metaverse is and how you'll interact with it.
Metaverse. There's a good chance you've heard about it a lot recently, but it's a concept that isn't completely new. In fact, the term Metaverse has been around since the 1970s and has appeared in books and even some recent movies that you may have seen. But there's a vision of the Metaverse that isn't fiction anymore. Think of it like the successor to the mobile internet, a new generation of online social experiences that let you feel almost like you're right there with other people, no matter how far apart we are. Tech companies are already building immersive experiences where you truly feel present. But there's still a lot that needs to be built before this vision of the Metaverse becomes a reality. So what is that vision and how are we going to help build it? Well, let me explain. Over the past 2 decades, we've seen leaps in technology from big clunky computers to personal laptops to cell phones. When you're on the phone or a video call, you can hear and see someone, but there's still a sense of distance. The Metaverse is the next step, built around immersive 3D experiences where it feels much more like you're there with others, even when you aren't physically in the same place. The best way to understand the Metaverse is to experience it. But that's pretty tricky because although some of the building blocks are already here, it doesn't fully exist yet. But we can still get a sense of what it'll feel like. You'll be able to access the Metaverse through familiar devices, like mobile apps, portals, and PCs with different degrees of immersion, to virtual reality devices where you're fully immersed. Horizon Workrooms is a great early example of what it could feel like to sit in a virtual conference room with colleagues who are far away. Eventually, we'll have AR glasses that will blend the Metaverse into the world around you through things like holograms and virtual objects. And inside the Metaverse, you'll be able to do all kinds of familiar things, from hanging out with friends, brainstorming with coworkers, or going to a concert, but in new ways that don't rely on you actually having to share a physical space. Let's say I want to spend time with my cousin who lives far away. We can jump into a tour of a historical site located halfway across the world, play a game of chess as if the board was right in front of us, or I could even teleport into her living room so I don't ever have to miss her birthday party again. And we can do all of this while using avatars that truly express who we are. Now, some of this stuff is still a long way off. These are great, but the future isn't going to be about wearing something like this all day long. A lot of the new technology still needs to be built by lots of other companies, creators, and developers too. But the foundations are there, and for the first time ever, this now feels within reach. This isn't the job of any one company alone, but we're excited to be part of helping bring this vision to life and transition from being known as a social media company to a Metaverse company.
There's a lot to unpack there, but the part that I really want to focus on and highlight is how the woman in the video showed Oculus glasses, but explained that that would probably not be the future because wearing the Oculus glasses all day would not be a great experience. She indicated that something in the future would be better. Unclear what that is, unclear how it's going to work, but I'm really looking forward to something that would be either comfortable to wear or some kind of immersive experience that maybe wouldn't require you to wear anything at all so that you could interact with the Metaverse. Definitely check out this entire video. I'll include a link to it in the show notes. If you go to Apple Music or Spotify, you can click on the link directly to the show notes and open up the video, as well as see the other links that I put in there where you can leave a review and other stuff like that. That's going to do it for today's show. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, tips, and more.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently. Until they let me run my team and start to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacy. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.